Disclaimer: if you like being a doormat, this message is not for you. If your focus and your desire is to be a people pleaser, then this message is absolutely not for you. If you are ready to live life on your own terms in a way that makes you feel happy, fulfilled, and whole, then like, comment, don't forget to share, and please subscribe. And yeah, this message, this one is for you. It's time to become a new you, mentally, emotionally well. Let this shit go. Shame, hurt, insecurities, and triggers. Reclaim your power. When you don't know who you are, you give others the power to define you. What others think about you doesn't matter. What you think and say about yourself creates who and what you are. Ready to activate the power within you? Let's go. Let me be really honest with you today, because this is a serious message. I cannot stand the word compromise. As a matter of fact, compromise. Whenever people tell you to compromise in a situation, essentially what they're telling you to do is to sacrifice something that really matters to you. Why do we have to compromise to be in a relationship? Why do we have to compromise to get along with each other? Why can't we complement rather than compromise? See, when you complement, everything is flowing in harmony. You know, everything mightn't look the same, but it blends very well together. I feel like more relationships would be happier, would be lighthearted, would be more fun, and would be more fulfilling for both persons if, rather than being focused on compromising something that is important to us, that we say, let's complement each other. So, you know, many people in relationships get into relationships from a place of desperation. They get into a relationship from a place of lack or from a place of void. They're trying to fulfill something that they don't feel like they have inside of them. And when you're in a relationship like that, it's too much pressure, man. It's too much pressure on the other person. When you're looking for somebody to bring everything that you need to the table in a relationship, that's too much pressure on somebody. Listen, if you're anything like me, I'm at a phase in my life where I desire to work smart, not work hard. And the older you get, hard work don't feel good. If you are in a relationship where it feels like you are working hard, where it feels like you're always overextending yourself, where it feels like you're the one who always on the giving end, but when it comes time to receive, you don't feel like much is coming into your bank account, then you are in a relationship that is dysfunctional. It is disconnected from functioning optimally. You know, when people come and they tell you to less compromise, pay very close attention, because more than likely that person is asking you to give up something that is important to you. And why should you have to? You can be in a relationship where both persons are benefiting. You know, I don't know if you guys have this app called The Pattern. I have this app on my phone, and I find this app to be so profound and so freaking powerful. I highly recommend that you download it. But it's so funny, you know, when I gave myself permission to be fully myself, from a place that's fulfilling, from a place that feels healthy, from a place that feels joyful and peaceful to me, it's amazing what I started to attract into my life. You know, you will not attract what you want. You will attract always who you are. And if you're in a place in your life where you feel unfulfilled, where you feel depressed, where you feel anxious, where you feel lonely, you are going to attract energy to you that is going to support you in that vibration, which means that you are going to attract to you someone who is going to support you continuing to feel like that. The best thing that you can do for yourself is you can find out what makes you happy. You can find out what makes you feel fulfilled. You can find out what brings you joy and peace on a daily basis. And then give yourself permission to flow in whatever aligns with you, feeling like you are the greatest version of yourself. When you come into your day-to-day experiences as the greatest version of yourself, if you believe in the law of attraction, if you believe in the law of cause and effect, if like attracts like, then if you're flowing in a high vibration, what are you going to attract to yourself? someone who is flowing in a high vibration. If you're flowing in a low vibration, what are you going to attract to yourself? Someone who is flowing in a low vibration. If you feel that you don't deserve everything that you desire, you're going to attract someone to you who wants you to compromise. They want you to compromise your joy. They want you to compromise your security. They want you to compromise your peace. It's time to say the compromise. Let us complement each other. Oh, but I digress. So anyway, I was telling you about the pattern, right? And I looked it up today, and giving myself permission to be 100% authentic with who I am, what I desire, what matters to me, what I enjoy. I find that I'm attracting that energy, but even my little message today on the pattern was completely confirming the type of relationship that I need. I am a very free spirit. I'm a free being, honey. Let me tell you something. I don't like to have to do something. That's me. I've always been that way. We can blame it on the fact that I'm an Aries. We can blame it on the fact that I'm a strong Black woman. We can blame it on the fact that I'm just Danica Lynn Penn Carruthers, honey, who has given herself permission to live life in a way that is joyful to her every single day. But there's certain things that I need, desire, require, like in a relationship. And I'm not just talking about a relationship of intimacy. My children will tell you, I'm like this with them. I don't do one-sided relationships. I don't do codependent relationships. It's too much pressure. I don't do somebody needing me in a relationship. That's too much work. I don't do fast food, sitting on the couch, being lazy. I bike ride 5 to 6 days a week. I do handstands. I do headstands. I need somebody who's super active, who can align with my energy, darling. No, I don't know where that came from, but anyway. So, you can give yourself permission to attract. You can give yourself permission to create. You can give yourself permission to desire what works for you. And then you can trust that if you're giving yourself permission to live in a way that is pleasing to you, to live in a way that lines up with your joy and your peace, then you can trust that you are going to attract that person. Don't compromise, man. Don't compromise. Don't settle. Don't settle for less than you desire. Don't settle for less than you deserve. If you desire it, then you deserve it. And if you deserve it, then you can have it. So tell me if you can relate to this. Have you ever intentionally or by default found yourself compromising your appearance because how you looked or how you shined or how you showed up or how you dressed made somebody else feel uncomfortable? So, I am not a flashy person, but I like to feel good in my clothes. I like to feel good in my body. I started working out, I think I was like in my 20s. Yes, before I got pregnant with my firstborn. So he's going to be 32 in October. So like over 32 years ago, working out was really important to me. Feeling physically fit, moving was really important to me. And, I found myself in relationships with men who were insecure and wanted me to compromise how I appeared so that they could feel more secure. So what ended up happening? I ended up putting on weight. Tell me if you can relate to this in the comment section and share this with somebody who you feel needs to hear this, because I feel that often we as women sabotage our appearance, sabotage the way we look because we're trying to make somebody else feel comfortable. We're compromising. You're compromising what you eat. I am not a fast food eater. I prefer not to eat that way because I just really don't trust how they prepare the food in the kitchen, right? But I like to eat healthy. I believe that food is life and life is food, that your medicine should be your food and your food should be your medicine. But I found myself in my last relationship compromising the way that I eat because the person who I was with liked to eat fast food. So they didn't like to eat salad, right? So I found myself compromising what I ate and what I like to eat so that they could feel comfortable. When they wanted to go out and eat, they wanted to go out and get fast food. So we ended up eating fast food. And what happened? I started to put on weight. I started to feel unhealthy. I started to have major pains in my knees, major pains in my back, because whatever you put into your body will destroy your body or it will give your body life. And so, if you know somebody who needs to hear this message today, please share it with them. Stop compromising. Be in a relationship with someone where you can complement each other, where you can elevate and they can elevate, where you can pour into them, where they can pour into you, where there's no codependency, where there's no competition. Have you ever been in a relationship where you feel like you're competing against one another? That don't even make no sense, right? Especially the older you get. But you don't have to compromise. You can complement. There can be harmony within the relationship. You can feel fulfilled. They can feel fulfilled. You can feel successful. They can feel successful. You can feel happy. They can feel happy. You can have joy. They can have joy. What a beautiful relationship that would be to cultivate and to create. If you desire it, you deserve it. If you desire joy in your life, if you desire peace, if you desire happiness, if you desire fulfillment, stop saying yes to these unfulfilling relationships because you are compromising what is important to you. There are some things, sweetie, that cannot be fixed. All things that are broken cannot be fixed and do not need to be fixed, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that you cannot have the relationship that you desire. It doesn't mean that you cannot have the life that you desire. It doesn't mean that you cannot have the career or the business that you desire. I want you to know that I am committed to supporting you on your mental and emotional wellness journey. If you need some support, click on the link in the description box and let's connect. And until next time, don't forget, if you desire it, then you do deserve it.